Well, yeah, I lit a fire when I was 5 and burned about 100 acres, but I
Really?
didn't
A
do it. Oh
hundred
no,
acres?
we burned. There's a
Jeez, at
story. We
5?
we were 5 or 6. We had cat. We were living in Alamosa, Colorado, and me and my buddy Joey Caruth, love that guy. I still remember his name. My best friends played all the time. You know, we're country kids. We're playing out in the country.
That's
We
more than
were
playing.
no, I know. Well, yeah, it was when we still had access to lots of matches, and it's the Wild West days growing up. And yeah, we had some cattails. We're gonna light them on fire because Halloween was coming up, and we wanted to go as monsters, and we were gonna have these torches from these things that are big cattails, and they got like big bulbs on them. They look like big hot dogs on a stick, is what they look. We thought we could light them, so we're out there trying to light them. You can't light them. They don't burn. But we had a lot of it was fall, so everything was drying out in southern Colorado, which is like the high desert there in Alamosa. And I turn around and we have tons of matches. So we're lighting stuff, and Joey lit this whole big brush on fire, and it just took off. And I remember I was shitting myself, and we ran back to the houses about a half mile away because we're out in the country in the bushes. And I was like, we lit a fire, and dude, it was just gone. 100 acres.
You were
We're
a giant troublemaker as a kid. I mean, if you told me you
no,
did this at 13, I would say, what, 5? What?
no, we were 5 or 6. Yeah,
That's
maybe
insane,
seven,
man.
maybe seven. And
I
yeah,
mean,
I
could you
got it.
picture your kid doing this?
No, just did. We used to go and throw bottles on the highway. We go
You
living in
were, yeah,
Panhandle,
you were
and we
a
throw bottles on
definite
the highway because
troublemaker, man.
we wanted to see cars, their tires hit, and we wanted to see like the movies. Dude,
Jeez.
we were young. I was a young heathen, being Joe,
Yeah.
but we got caught. The sheriff caught us, but it's a small town. Everybody knows everybody. He goes, "You're Jim Peranto's kid, aren't you?" Yes, sir. Oh, dude, I got my ass whooped. I got beat both times, and not beat like bad, like child abuse beat. I'm talking. I got my butt tanned both times, and then I had to go apologize to the My mom made me go to the fire department when I was 5 and apologize to them for lighting the fire. But anyway,
Jeez. I gotta be honest,
anyway,
I've never done anything even remotely that crazy, man. Not even close.
yeah, I was a little hell. I was a hellion all the way through, dude. Till I got in the army. I was even in college and high school. But
Wow.
yeah. What the fuck were we even talking about? I got way off
No, we were
track.
talking about the wildfires.
Oh, the
I mean,
wildfires.
at one
Yeah,
point,
yeah,
at what point do you think you because I know nowadays you're very big on Christianity and
yeah.
being like Christ. Like at what age were you like, this is not what Christ
Yeah.
would do?
No, I when we were always went to church, dude. Oh, always but
Yeah,
I was
but
one of those kids that
obviously
fought.
it didn't
It didn't,
impact you at that
do
young of an
anything. Well,
age.
we weren't really because remember where we were at, there weren't houses anywhere. So really, to me, that was our playground. But I also didn't think Joey was going to light the whole brush on fire. We're going to light some cattails. We couldn't get him to light. We were starting to head back, and all of a sudden he just lights it. I'm like, what the hell? No, I wasn't innocent in it. I was out there lighting stuff too. But it's one of those things when you're that age, you don't realize how fast things spread. I've never lit a fire before. We used to light Chico bushes to clear the canals. That's what you do in the country. You got to burn stuff to clear the canals to get the new stuff to grow. But I didn't realize it, and I never lit anything on fire again. No, I don't think I did. Maybe I did, but the Christian part of it for me really where I got God was always in my life, always because I was raised that way. I was one of those kids that hated going to Sunday school, but I went because I had to because my mom's Mexican and you go to church. That's just how it's with Mexican mom. My dad's very strong in his faith too. But really where I eventually really became, I don't want to say a believer, I always believed, but the army, the army, it really did.
Yeah.
It was the army. It was when I got to that age. So and I think that's why I'm so strong in it now is because my parents gave me a good base, but they let me flounder. And luckily I found my way. You always have to
Yeah.
find your
I
path.
just
And I
mean the
found,
reason I bring it up is because truthfully, right? If I think because I've met people who like were raised super religious, which I was not. And I think if you have like that fear of God at a young age, you're not throwing bottles at cars going off, right? I mean, I think it's fair to
no,
say.
it got to in that when I was that age. No, it wasn't like I was sinning or anything. I'm just a kid having fun. I guess I didn't equate the two. I was like, this can't be sin. I'm enjoying this is awesome. Hey, let's load these bottles clashing on the highway, and cars drive over it, or we're out there and I'm egging, just the normal stuff too, egging houses, causing petty vandalism to car. I guess I just never thought I was doing anything that bad. I knew it was wrong because I knew I was going to get in trouble for it if I got caught. That's why you just didn't get caught. But I never thought like, man, I'm going to hell for this. I just never equated it at that age because I was just being a kid, and that's what kids do. And growing up in an area that was lower, it was lower middle class. Alamosa wasn't high. A lot of migrant workers, so you got a lot of Mexican kids running around. Then you got a lot of redneck white kids causing trouble, man, and that's what you did. That was just what we did. And but yeah, looking back on it now, yeah, I was a little shit, dude. And that's why I pray
Because
for
I just think of
forgiveness
how
every
you
day.
are with your son, and your son is like an angel from what I know, right?
Mike said they are, man. I don't know what happened. I wasn't definitely wasn't for
Because
me.
I've really briefly saw your son. I never even had a conversation with him, but just seeing him, I know
He's
that your son is not doing that stuff.
No, he's a great kid. He's just actually all my kids are very well behaved. Maybe it was good I was deployed all the time. So maybe my
Yeah.
youngest boy, he's gonna turn out like me because I was around him. Maybe I was around him a lot more. I don't know, man. That's a damn good question because I was raised right. I wasn't, no, I had discipline. My mom was a school teacher. My dad was a he was a college university football coach, but he also, that's university, PhD, you got to teach too. Um, I don't know. My grandpa and grandmother were staunch disciplinarians too. I got my butt whooped by my grandma if I did something wrong. I don't know, man. That's why I always equate, is it really upbringing or is it genes? Or maybe a
True.
combination of the two. And I'm thinking with me, it was a combination of the two. My upbringing didn't really catch up to my genes till I was joined the army. And then finally, and yeah, really, that's a damn good question. We need to have somebody on the show to talk about that because I want to know,
Yeah,
man.
we'd have to have
I
like
don't
a
know.
psychologist or
You do.
something.
Fuck
But
yeah.
thanks for checking out Battle Line Podcast. This is just a smaller clip from our latest episode, which you can check out in its entirety by clicking here. While you're watching, be sure to hit the subscribe button and thumbs up the video to show your support. Now, if you'd really like to help us out, click the thanks button below to make a donation. It goes directly to us in keeping Battle Line Podcast going.